ProSim Restaurant is the most realistic simulation of the restaurant business ever developed. Older simulations have either been spreadsheet-based or simple animations that came up short in providing realistic, hands-on restaurant management experience. But with ProSim Restaurant, students are immersed in a complete living model of a working restaurant from the ground up. Every aspect of the restaurant is individually created: the customers, the staff, the menu items, everything.
My students are very concrete. They're from an age where they're watching things on the TV, on their phones, etc. If you put them into a computer environment that's all text-based, they're going to feel like it's alien. Here, you can actually see the restaurant. You can go into different rooms in the restaurant. You can see the landscape that the restaurant is in. So it's much more immediate, much more sensory for them to get involved with.
With ProSim Restaurant, it's the student's skill that determines whether their restaurant succeeds. In the end, if the student has picked a good location, designed an attractive menu, set up their kitchen and dining area correctly, staffed their restaurant appropriately, and ordered the proper amount of inventory, then they will have a successful restaurant. And like in the real world, success in ProSim Restaurant is based on a combination of profitability and customer satisfaction that the student has developed and managed.
One thing I really liked was breaking up the tables in the dining room to accommodate the people standing in line waiting for tables. I had a number of 6 tops that were waiting for a table, so I had to put them together real quick. And I could just click and drag the tables around the screen and accommodate those tables.
But ProSim Restaurant is more than just a simulation. It's a series of lessons and projects that build a student's skill one block at a time. Because ProSim Restaurant is completely web-based, professors can log in at any time and monitor the progress of their students. Professors can even access the students' journals to observe the decision-making process that went into a particular lesson, providing insight that until now has been impossible.
What I like about the ProSim software is that it allows me to see how the students are thinking through the journaling and engage them in conversation about the choices that they made with some evidence that they've provided. To me, that was the missing link in a simulation.
ProSim Restaurant is a serious business simulation that is academically sound. Students come to understand the condition of their restaurant through standard accounting reports such as income statements and balance sheets, which contain data that is exportable to Excel. They also receive industry-specific reports and charts, including a weekly sales report, an inventory report, menu matrix report, and a product menu mix report, which can be viewed as a stars and dog chart.
Well, I think ProSim prepares you for the real world in the sense that it gives you a great taste of what it's like to be an entrepreneur.
ProSim Restaurant engages students in a familiar medium where they're able to excel. Today's students are more technologically and computer savvy than ever before, and the standard lecture and textbook model of teaching is no longer effective enough. Students want more. ProSim Restaurant is a great way to liven up your curriculum while improving engagement and retention.
Getting them to read is tough. Getting them to engage in something that's like a game, but is educational, is easy.
Learning with ProSim was really fun and interactive. I get really bored with textbooks, but with ProSim it actually makes it a fun learning experience.
I would definitely want my managers to experience the ProSim curriculum. I think that it would bring them further along in their understanding of what an entrepreneur and an operator actually has to go through to not just create, but to maintain a successful operation.